Right, hi everyone. Let's hope this Zoom recording actually works this time. So for my something awesome, I decided to make a little set of capture the flags exercises broken down into two stages. The first one's this one called Zoom Blogs. It's got 5 flags in it, and the second one's a little flight tracking website, which has 4 flags in it. So I won't be able to go through the whole capture the flags, but I do want to just show you a couple of the ways to get the flags. So first of all, if we just register as some user, then we can see on this Zoom blogs page, we can see blogs by people and links to view and edit them. We shouldn't be able to edit other people's posts, so it doesn't let us do that. And we can only view public posts. So there's public and private posts. But if we simply change the URL to have the ID of one of the private posts in it, we can view that, and that's how we get the first flag. Then there's a bunch more flags, but I want to show you the final flag is actually a type of XSS. So there's actually, even though it's a blogging website and the blogs support HTML scripts, oops, sorry. They're actually not vulnerable to XSS just in the blog, but if we do have XSS in our username, I'll just show you that now. What we can see is that on the button to report your username, it's vulnerable to a type of injection called value injection. So we could add into this B, see how it's outside of the quotes, we could add an on-click event. All right, so for the second activity, there's actually this search field is vulnerable to SQLi. Well, it's actually sanitized client side, which is quite stupid because then you can simply send the post request yourself. So if I search for a quote, it actually changes to 2 quotes, but obviously you can get around client side sanitization very easily. But once you get around that, you can get session keys for administrators. And what we get is a field to insert a YAML file. So there's actually, for an admin that's logged in, that website has a YAML upload flights page. So I did that because I know that through my researching for this project, I wanted to find like a common vulnerability in the real world. And one of those is data deserialization with YAML, which actually has a CVE, which goes back to 2014, but it's still around today because of backwards compatibility. So for example, this actually executes. So this is the kind of code that they're intending to upload. Something like this would execute a command such as like ls. Actually, this one right now wouldn't work, but this would work. It would execute ls on the system, and then the airline would become the entire output of ls as executed on the server. And then this, we're actually executing system calls. So now we can basically have access to a terminal in there, and we can use curl to say, because the output doesn't actually get written to the airline variable, we can use curl to send the output to, I don't know, a server that we're running. But yeah, check out my something awesome if you want to have a go or learn more about what I did. Thank you.